Imam Zain al-Abideen, alayhi salam, was known for his extraordinary patience and kindness, especially in moments that tested a person's character. One such incident beautifully illustrates his embodiment of the Quranic teachings on anger management, forgiveness, and generosity. One day, the Imam was seated in his home while one of his servants was carrying a jug filled with water to pour for him. As the servant approached, he suddenly lost his balance, and the jug slipped from his hands. The water spilled onto the Imam's clothes, and the jug itself fell, making a loud noise as it hit the floor. The servant froze in fear, his face turning pale, for he knew that in many households, such a mistake would lead to harsh punishment. Realizing his mistake and fearing the Imam's reaction, the servant quickly recited a verse from the Holy Quran. They are those who donate in prosperity and adversity, control their anger, and pardon others. And Allah loves the good doers. The Imam, who was momentarily startled by the spill, immediately composed himself and looked at the servant with a gentle expression. A soft smile appeared on his lips, and he calmly responded, "I have controlled my anger." Seeing the Imam's kindness, the servant found courage and continued reciting the next part of the verse. They are those who, upon committing an evil deed or wronging themselves, remember Allah and seek forgiveness for their sins, and who forgive sins except Allah, and they do not knowingly persist in wrongdoing. The Imam's smile widened, and he said, "I have forgiven you." His tone carried sincerity, reassuring the servant that he truly bore no resentment. Encouraged by the Imam's response, the servant recited the final part of the verse, "And Allah loves those who do good." Without hesitation, the Imam looked at the servant and said, "Go, for I have set you free for the sake of Allah." The servant was left in awe, his heart overwhelmed with gratitude. Instead of punishment or even a mere reprimand, he had been met with kindness, forgiveness, and ultimate generosity, his freedom. Moral: this story not only highlights Imam Zain al-Abideen's remarkable patience and self-control but also shows his deep understanding and practical application of the Quran's teachings. Rather than reacting with anger, he responded with wisdom, turning a potentially tense situation into an opportunity to exemplify mercy and justice. For generations, this story has stood as a lesson in humility, kindness, and the power of forgiveness, teaching us to respond to mistakes and provocations with the same grace that the Imam displayed.